Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sade Chevelle. It is Sunday. It's like almost 6 o'clock. Me and John, we are going to Copperhead Grill to watch the game, the big game. I have on my green sweater. He has on his jersey. And that's going to be it. So we're just going to watch the game. We're going to be there for the whole game. Come home. I have work tomorrow. He may or may not call out if we win. Of course, we're rooting for the Eagles. So Friday we went to, I had an eye doctor appointment, so we did that. Went to Red Lobster afterward. The food was really good. It snowed. I think it snowed Friday night, Saturday morning, so we just did food shopping and that was it. And then we've been in the house. Of course, it's Sunday, so we cleaned and did all that. So that was pretty much it. It was a chill weekend. Next week coming up or whatever, the following week is going to be my last week working at my night job. I do have surgery on the 19th, that Wednesday. So this is going to be my last week working 2 jobs, which is, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's what it is. Like, I was going to go back to my night job after 3 weeks, but I'm like, let me just try to heal, stuff like that. So it is what it is. But yeah, tell me why we come outside and my father-in-law is out here by himself. Mind you, there's ice and snow on the floor, cleaning off my car, and we're like, what are you doing? I'm just trying to help him. Like, you should not be out here by yourself when there's ice and snow.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm talking on my fucking thing. Just don't mind me. He's back out here again. It's like he wants to slip and fall. He's back out. Like, you should not be out here by yourself. It's ice on the ground. He's 82. He's like fumbling around. Okay, y'all, it's me again. It is Monday morning. It's 6:35. I'm headed to work. I have to do a little car rant. So last night was the football game. The Eagles won, great. So we went out to eat. We got there a little after 6. We did not leave the parking lot of the restaurant till damn near 10:30. I have to be up at 5:20 for work, and then I'm working both jobs all week. John, we get into it. He's like, you're not really excited, He mad at me. We get into it. I'm like, I don't know why you upset, whatever. But I'm like, cool. Like, he loves football. I don't understand that. I'm not a sports head. I'm like, cool, whatever. I can't wait to get back in bed, get in bed. He starts going off. Mind you, he had four beers. So I did drive home last night. I'm like, cool. I'm like, what? I'm just gonna go to bed, whatever. Of course, we get in the house. His parents are like, oh, the Eagles, blah, blah. And of course, she's like, oh, you're not excited? He's like, oh, well, I was. And I'm like, I'm walking up the steps. This fucking fool gonna tell his mother, like, talking shit about me to his mother. And of course, I stood there listening. He thought I was in the room, but I was at the steps. Thinking about it now, I feel like he was drunk. This fool talking shit about me to his mom because he was mad because I was not excited about the win. I'm like, I'm excited, but I'm like, I gotta go to bed. Like, I'm not a fucking sports head. I have to go to sleep. It was hella fucking late. But my thing is, you cannot. I'm like, you could have texted your sister, like, we just got into an argument, because she would have understood, like, she has a boyfriend. She would have been like, it's whatever, it's cool. His mother, no. She's gonna take that shit and run with it. If you guys don't know, his mother has talked about me to him more than once. Like, just talking shit about me to my own husband. Like, how tacky is that? So, of course, I'm like, you could have texted your sister. You could have been like, your sister would have been like neutral. My mother is neutral. If I talk to my mom about him, my mother don't care. She's gonna be like, y'all married, figure it out. His mother, I promise you, the second she sees him today, she's gonna say, Jonathan, what's going on? You cannot give someone like that any kind of information because she's gonna run with it. She don't like me, I don't fucking care. Yeah, but now you're opening that door. She's gonna be like, well, no, I could say whatever I want to say because you know what I mean. So of course he's like mad at me because I said that. I'm like, you crossed the line. You shouldn't have said nothing to her. You could have been like, oh, we got into an argument, that's it. Not you going into detail about our personal business. And if you guys do not know, John, he started therapy because of his mother, because of his childhood. He has a lot of trauma, a lot of anxiety because of his upbringing. His mother is she still is emotional abusive, mentally abusive, and verbally abusive. She would bully him. It's just a lot of toxic things with his mom. And she still does it. She tries to do it now. She is 72. She still tries to like bully him into doing stuff or guilt him into doing stuff. And I don't like bullies, so I don't talk to her, I don't deal with her. And of course she doesn't like that because I'm not playing the game. I don't play games. I'm 31, I don't play games. So she don't like me, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You're a fucking bully. And I'm not gonna play nice with you. So I'm mad about that. I'm like, you shouldn't have did that. Of course, I think he was drunk. Looking back at it now, he was drunk because he don't ever talk like that to me. He was pissed. But I'm like, I'm working 2 jobs today, and I have to be up at 5:20. We didn't get home until damn near 11 o'clock. Yeah, I want to go to fucking sleep. Like, and me saying that shouldn't have triggered you like, oh, you don't care, you shitting on me. This is a big moment for Eagles fans. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm not a sports head. You dragged me out here again. Last 3 weekends, we were out watching the game, eating. And I'm cool with eating. I like food, but I'm like, I'm just going to sit here and eat. I'm not going to sit here and screaming and drinking all this beer. That's not me. I'm Jamaican. I don't fuck with that. You know what I mean? But he was really mad. He was really mad at me about that. I think he was just drunk, though. But I'm like, life is hard enough. Like, life is already fucking hard. Being married is already hard. You know, when you add in somebody who is just toxic and doesn't respect our marriage, her own marriage, her children, me, it's like you cannot give someone like that any kind of energy, any kind of space to be like, well, Jonathan, remember you said X, Y, and Z about your wife? Like, you cannot give that to her. Like, and I'm honestly, unfortunately, we're gonna probably be living here with his parents. We moved in September. We're probably gonna be here till September 2026 because we're trying to buy our own house. You know what I mean? So he's like, let's just stick it out. And I'm like, cool. We already here. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck it. We already here. So I'm trying to make peace with that. Trying not to. I avoid his mother. I don't talk to her. I have 2 jobs right now, so I'm like, I'm not in the house like that, which works out for me. But this is gonna be my last week working 2 jobs because I have my surgery coming up, and then I'm probably not gonna be doing that till back again until September because that is a school job. So September they start back school, whatever. I'm gonna be back in September. But I'm like, just so mad at him because I'm like, you shouldn't have said nothing to your mom. That what got me mad. Him being upset is cool, whatever. But I'm like, you talking about me to your mother? Like, you can't do that because now she think that door is open. The second she see him today, she gonna bring it up. She not just gonna let that shit go. Hell no, that's not who she is. She's controlling. She's fucking nosy. And then last night we were leaving out. Tell me why his fucking dad is in the driveway in the fucking dark, fumbling around, trying to clean off my car. John already cleaned my car off. It's fucking ice on the ground and shit. I'm like, we're like, why are you out here by yourself? Oh, we're just trying to clean off the car. I'm like, well, why? You know what I mean? It's just so much going on. Like, it's just so much going on. I get it, he's stressed out, but it's like, we in this together. You can't be getting mad at me about dumb shit. And then especially taking that shit to your mother. Life is hard enough, you know what I mean, without somebody purposely, like, his mother is just toxic. She's toxic. The one time, let me tell y'all this. So one time, right, he works from home, whatever. I was at work. I didn't know this was going on. He told me like later on that day. He had a like emotional breakdown. He was in the lounge crying. Of course, his mother, I guess she realized he was crying, and she came in the room. Jonathan, what's wrong? Of course, he's stressed out. You guys are she's demanding to him. If he doesn't say yes, she tried to guilt him. It's a lot on his plate. And his job at the time was stressing him out. So I'm like, and that's why, if you guys recall, we went to AC, like random went to AC, because I'm like, he's stressed out. He needed a fucking trip. So he's crying. His mother sees that. She's like, what's wrong? He's like, I don't want to talk right now. Whatever. This lady comes in the room and sits down. He's like, I don't want to talk right now. I need some space. She completely ignores that. Comes in the room, sits down, and starts talking to him. Like, how fucked up is that? He's having a moment, and you're like, she doesn't have any respect at all. Not at all. She doesn't have any respect. And I'm like, so what'd you do? He was like, I guess, I don't know. But I'm like, if that was me, the second she would have sat down, I would have got up and left out. Because I'm like, I'm telling you no, and you're still trying to force yourself on me. Like, she doesn't have any respect. And I'm like, that's why I don't deal with her. Because it's like, that's fucked up. I'm saying, hey, I need some space. And you're going to be like, well, I want to do this. You know what I mean? Just like with my birthday cake, this lady got me a whole birthday cake after I got myself a birthday cake. Because I beat her to it. She could have been like, oh, what else? I was going to get you a birthday cake. What else would you like? Would you like some flowers, a gift card? That would have been a genuine thing. No, she said, okay, you already got one, but I'm still going to get you one. And she ate the whole cake by herself, practically. I didn't have a slice of that cake purposely. I'm like, I got what I wanted. She got herself a cake. It's just a lot of, she's just a controlling person. Like, I did not have a slice of that cake. All that cake is gobbled up because she ate it. I'm like, girl, I don't have the time or the energy for you. You don't like me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I couldn't care less. You're a fucking bully. You bullied your husband. You're trying to bully me. That's never gonna happen. Ever. Your son is always trying to play nice with you. I'm like, you just really, honestly, you probably should just like cut her off from your life. She's fucking toxic. That's why you're in therapy, because she's fucking toxic. And then when you try to be like, can you just give me some space? What do you mean? I don't understand. You know what I mean? Trying to make you seem like you're crazy. I don't have time for this shit. Like, life is too fucking short for this dumb shit. I'm at work. I look a hot ass mess. Just ignore that. So, my thing is, like, his father is 82, and I've noticed his father he's losing his memory. The other day he was at the kitchen table facing my direction. I came down the steps with my laundry basket, came down the steps, walked in the kitchen, and then went down the steps to the basement. I'm just in there doing my laundry. This man comes over to the basement door, turned off the light, and closed the basement door. I'm screaming. I'm like, hey, I'm down here. He had no idea that I was even in the kitchen. Like, I'm like, this man, he had no idea that I was like in the space. No idea. And I told John, I'm like, oh my God, your dad just did that. He said he's losing his memory. And I'm like, you're dead ass. I'm like, you're right. So I'm like, if we notice that, his mother must notice it. Hey, my husband is starting to lose his memory. My thing about that is, if you know what the future is going to hold, instead of you being like, let me talk to my son, let me tell him, hey, I really need you guys here, because whenever your father passed, it's just going to be me. She has problems with mobility. She has scoliosis. She has had spine surgery. Instead of her just being honest, like, hey, I really do need you guys here, and having some kind of respect for us, because to be honest, we're going to be the ones that have to bury y'all. My husband and his sister, we're going to be the ones that have to clean out this house and sell it So it's like, instead of having like some kind of respect just for that whole situation, it's like, no, the energy is, you and your wife owe me. I'm letting you guys live here, even though you asked us to come down here. We didn't ask you. You asked us, hey, can you guys come live with us? We're going to sell you the house. There's no respect. There's no sense of appreciation. And that's why I'm like, it's fucked up, because if she would just say what it is, we probably would stay. Because honestly, in 10 years, Frank is not going to be here. He's 82. He's either going to be in a memory care facility or he's going to be passed. So it's like, instead of her being like, being honest about it, I really need you guys. I'm going to need you guys in the future. So no, the energy is, you guys owe me. It's my house. Whatever I say, go. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to live here without an apology and a sense of respect and a sense of boundaries, because there is no boundaries. Like I said, she's talked to John about me multiple times. Like, that's just so tacky to me. Like, you're going to my husband talking about me? It's just so fucking, it's tacky. It's tacky, it's sad. Like I said, we could move out today. We do not need them, but us being at the house, we could save a lot of money, which is, you know, facts. We could save a lot of money. We don't really pay rent. So it's like, but it's just a sense of, she's just ungrateful. And like right now, like John, he cooks dinner like every night. He's cleaning. He the one that's been shoveling all the snow. We've got snow like 5 times already. He's the one that's shoveling. I'm like, if we weren't here, they would have been stuck in the house. They would have been snowed in until a neighbor like, oh, let me help them out. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's no sense of thank you. Thanks, son. I really appreciate you and your wife being here helping us. No, there's no sense of that. And I'm like, I'm not staying until I get an apology. I'm not staying, because it's like, whatever we do, it does not matter. On my birthday, this lady came, woke up early, which is always a red flag whenever she's up early. Typical for her, she's out the bed at 11. 9 o'clock, she downstairs whispering to John. Probably asking, she's probably like, hey, can we come to Sade's birthday dinner? And I heard him, he was like, I gotta ask her. And I said, absolutely not. As we were walking out the door, this lady literally scrambled, oh, here's my card, whatever you guys want. Because she couldn't go to my birthday dinner. It's all about control. And then the next day, she bought the cake. After I had already brought a cake. And then I'm like, I gotta get dressed, whatever. Oh, where you guys going? We're going out to eat. It's like, you know what I mean? So there's just no sense of boundaries, respect, appreciation. There's none of that. That's why we're just gonna leave, because it's just like, I'm 31, John is about to be 33. Like, I'm not a child. I'm not gonna pretend to be a child. I have surgery coming up. John is in therapy. Like, we have real adult problems. I'm not gonna play kid. I'm not a kid. I'm not gonna play one. So yes, we got a lot going on. It's fucking sad. It's like uncalled for. It's just a fucking mess over here. It's a fucking mess, y'all.